Good afternoon, children. Today I will discuss question answer of chapter metals and non-metals. Objective type question answer you will do in the book with the help of pencil, and descriptive questions you will underline in the book and I will make you understand also. Now, first question is fill in the blanks. The property of beating a metal into thin sheets is known as dash. You have to write malleability. Next, bronze is an alloy of dash and dash. You have to write copper and tin. Next, gold is mixed with dash and dash to make it hard. Silver and copper. Next is dash is the only non-metal to have a natural luster. It is iodine. Next, dash is a non-metal which catches fire in air. It is phosphorus. Next, the only metal which exists in the liquid state at room temperature is, you have to write mercury. Okay? The only metal which exists in the liquid state at room temperature is mercury. Now, second B, question number B. Match the following. Hardest substance, you will match it with diamond. Next is aluminium ore. You have to write bauxite. We extract bauxite, aluminium from bauxite ore. So you have to write bauxite. Next, good conductor, good electrical conductor. You have to write graphite. Graphite is a non-metal. It is a form of carbon, but it is a good conductor of electricity. Next, metalloid. You have to write arsenic. Now, next question is multiple choice question. 4 choices are given. Out of 4, 1 is correct, that you have to take. Like first is the 2 most abundant metals found in the earth's crust are, you have to take aluminium and iron. Next is the metals used in making the alloy German silver are, you have to take copper, zinc and nickel. German silver is a mixture of copper, zinc and nickel. Next, third number C3. When a metal reacts with oxygen, the resulting oxide of the metal is a basic oxide. You have to take a basic oxide. Fourth number, out of the metals gold, silver, copper and aluminium, the one that is most ductile is, you have to take gold. We can use 1 gram of gold to convert it into 2 kilometer long wire. So gold is the most ductile metal. You have to take gold. Fifth number, 2 of the metals that cannot be stored either in air or underwater are potassium and sodium. They are highly reactive. If they come in contact with water, then the reaction is so vigorous that they catch fire. And in the air also they react with oxygen and they catch fire. So they are stored in kerosene. So you have to write 2 metals, that is potassium and sodium. Okay. With this your question number C is complete. Now come to D. Question number D. First question is, name 1 metal and 1 non-metal which exist in the liquid state. You have read, children. 1 metal is mercury which exists in the liquid state, and 1 non-metal which exists in the liquid state is bromine. So you have to write mercury and bromine. Next question is State the fraction of gold present in an 18 carat gold piece. Okay, you have read purity of gold is measured in carat. 24 carat gold is 100% gold. So since 24 carat gold means 100% gold, it means 1 carat gold means 100 by 24 percent gold, and here in the question it is 18 carat gold. 18 carat gold means 100 by 24 into 18, so it will be 75%. Okay children, you can see I have solved it. It is 75%. Next question is D3. State the property of copper wires that makes them useful for electrical fitting. Children, you have read copper is a metal and it is a good conductor of electricity, and it is ductile. Due to these properties, that is ductility and electrical conductivity, copper is used for electrical fittings. Two properties, electrical conductivity and ductility. Due to these two properties, coppers are used for electrical fittings. Next, define an alloy. Alloy is a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or metals and non-metals. Like stainless steel or steel is an alloy, whereas copper is a metal. Okay, sorry, iron is a metal. We can make steel by mixing iron with carbon, and we can make stainless steel by mixing iron with chromium and nickel. So you have seen alloy is a mixture of two or more metals or metals and non-metals. Now list any two uses of non-metals. You have read many non-metals like nitrogen, phosphorus, oxygen, sulfur, iodine, diamond, graphite. You have read many non-metals. Now here you have to write only two uses of non-metals. Any two use you can write which you feel to be easier. Okay, like you can say sulfur is used to make firecracker, gunpowder and sulfuric acid. Iodine is used to make antiseptic. Okay, graphite is used in the battery. Oxygen is used for breathing of living organism, or it helps in survival of the living organism. Nitrogen is used to make fertilizer. Phosphorus is also used to make fertilizer, and it is also used in matchbox industry. Okay, to make matchbox. At the top of matchbox you see there is phosphorus. So you can write any two uses of non-metals. Next question is question number E1. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following. When sodium reacts with oxygen, you know children, sodium is highly reactive metal. It reacts with oxygen and it forms sodium oxide. Na plus O2, it will form Na2O. Now, what happens when aluminium reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid? Al plus HCl, it will form AlCl3 plus hydrogen. Aluminium is a metal. It reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid and it forms salt, and hydrogen gas is released. Salt AlCl3 is a salt and hydrogen gas is released. You had read children that metals react with acid and they form salt and hydrogen gas. Equation is like this: 2Al plus 6HCl. It is forming twice AlCl3 plus thrice H2. Here it is written. Now, next question is, why are gold and platinum suitable for making jewelry? Children, you know, gold and platinum do not react with oxygen, water, acid, bases, or any other substance present around them. They are noble metals. They retain their luster for a longer time, and they are highly malleable and highly ductile. Due to these properties, they are used to make jewelry. They are suitable to make jewelry. Next question. Sodium and potassium is stored under kerosene. Why? All of you know, children, sodium and potassium are highly reactive metal. They may react with oxygen present in the air, means they may react with air, or they may react with water. Okay? Sometimes if they react with water, they may react with water at room temperature, and the reaction is so vigorous that they catch fire. Therefore, they are stored under kerosene. Okay? Sodium and potassium are highly reactive metals, so they may react with air or water. Therefore, they are stored under kerosene. Next question, last question, that is, why is bronze preferred over copper for making statues? Why is bronze preferred over copper for making statues? Children, you know, bronze is an alloy, whereas copper is a metal. And alloys are better than metal because they are stronger, harder, and resistant to corrosion. So, bronze is a mixture of copper and tin. Therefore, it is stronger, harder, and resistant to corrosion with respect to copper. Copper is a metal. Copper has not these three properties. Therefore, bronze is preferred over copper for making statues. So, your question answer is complete. All of you will write descriptive question answer in your notebook and you will learn it. Thank you, children.